Hello, welcome to Verbling. I am Teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we're going to practice what we learned in the last hour, which is talking about reading. This class will be a conversation class. I'll be facilitating the class by asking questions to the students, taking turns, talking about reading in general. I love to read, so we'll talk about what types of books we like to read, and how and when we read, and maybe we'll also do a little bit of description and a little bit of recommendation. I would love for you to recommend some good books for me. That would be terrific. Okay, Mustafa. You like to read? I know you do, because you told me so last class. Yes? How often do you read books? Or should I say, that's a difficult question. Should I say how often do you read, or how much do you read?
Okay. How often or how much? How much, nowadays it's a little bit like low quantity of book I read. Like sometimes depend on my mood. If my mood is not okay, I cannot read a lot. So it's limits my reading capacity. So you know what? Like I like sometimes to read not just like a book, maybe interesting article for me. I focus on reading like motivation article that give you like a benefit when you read it. I don't like to read like fiction book or something like that. Even though I joined recently, and convert myself and I start reading books like beginner books because I think like I miss some beginner vocabulary of English. So I start reading like a funny story, like fiction story. So that's it, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Interesting choice of words there. I convert myself, or you should have used past tense. Converted myself. Is that what you said?
I transformed to reading, something like that. Yeah, I converted. I said.
Okay. Not a wrong use. A little bit unusual, but okay. All right. Okay, a whole bunch of people have joined, so I'm going to quickly say hello, do a little microphone check, and then we'll proceed with the conversation. So, hello, Ali. I'll come back to you in just a minute. Hi. Welcome to the class.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, and also, I'm not sure, Alexander? Russian Cyrillic name. Hi. Hello.
Yeah. More, maybe Alex, or English, Alex. Yeah.
Well, Alexander's also. Many Brits and Americans named Alexander. It's okay. I can handle that.
Yeah.
Pretty common name, actually. Okay. Hi, Alex. But I'll call you Alex because that's what you requested. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Great. All right. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Ken is back with us. Hey, Ken.
Yes, hello.
Hello again. Welcome back. And also, we've been joined by Jewel.
Yes. Yule, yes, it's Yule.
Jewel.
Yeah,
is that right?
it's pretty difficult to pronounce, I think, for an American, but in Dutch, people say Yule.
Yule.
Yes.
Okay, as if it were a Y in English. Okay.
Yes.
Yule. It doesn't have anything. Your name doesn't have anything to do with Christmas, does it?
No, not. No.
Sorry, I have to ask because in English, of course, Y-U-L-E, which is pronounced Yule, of course, is an old word that means it has something to do with Christmas. The Yule tree, Yule log. Yule time carols. It's basically an old adjective that means of Christmas.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know it, so
Okay.
I have learned something today already.
Okay, there we go. We're off to a good start. All right, we'll talk a little bit later. Let me welcome Ileana.
Yes, hello.
Hey, Ileana. How are you today?
I'm good. Nice to see you.
Good. Okay, our topic is reading. Mustafa and I talked a little bit while you guys were loading up, so I'm going to go to Ali now. Ali, do you like
Yes,
to read,
teacher.
first of all?
Yeah, actually, I like reading, but in my language, not in English.
Aha! Okay. Well, no matter. What types of books do you enjoy?
Sometimes I prefer to read some spiritual reading articles about metaphysics or something about Stephen Hawking's books.
Okay. All right. What do you think? Stephen Hawking's, huh? What do you think about Mr. Hawkins? Should I say Professor or Dr. Hawkins? What do you think of it? What do I think of Dr. Hawking's theory that the end of the world will be caused by AI, artificial intelligence? Doom, disaster. It's the end.
I don't know enough about this theory. I should read it and do some research about that. But if I look to this world now, I mean nowadays, maybe it's happened in future. Why not?
Yeah, he's got some pretty strong opinions about AI. I frequently, when I come across articles with interviews or things written by Stephen Hawking, I usually read them because he's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got interesting opinions too. Okay. Great. We'll talk to you some more a little bit later. Alex.
Yeah.
How about you? Are you a reader?
I don't like read a book. I like listen audio book. Yeah, it's easy for me. Yeah, I'm lazy. I like watch YouTube and read news in internet. That's all. Early time, I read a lot of book about business, about psychology, and now I don't like read book.
Okay, like to read a book. I don't like to read books. I like to listen to audio tapes.
Yeah,
like
I like to. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
And all right, you watch YouTube on the internet, not in the internet.
On the internet.
Yeah,
Okay. Internet.
On the internet. Yeah. Okay,
On internet.
saw a great article on the internet. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. And he also said in early time, okay, you could say, well, with earlier, well, obviously you could say it a lot of ways, when I was younger or earlier or simply before, in my earlier life, you could say. Lots of ways to say it, but in early time sounds strange. It sounds a little like you're talking about, Alex, you were reading books with the dinosaurs, your pet dinosaur. Oh!
Okay. I understand my mistakes. Yeah,
okay.
thank you.
Early
Thank you, teacher.
time sounds like very ancient or something. It doesn't sound personal like your early life. It sounds like early man. Because we have that collocation early man to talk about, like Neanderthal.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Well, thank you. Anyway, maybe we'll talk a little bit more about books on tape later. All right, let me talk to Ken for a minute here. Ken? Ken.
Yes.
Hi, Ken. Ken, I have a strange question. Not that strange, but Ken, have you ever reread a book?
Yes. It does. It's not happening now, but in the past there's no internet, not so many other media. So sometimes I read my favorite again and again.
Again and again. What's a book that you've read? What book have you read the most number of times?
Maybe it happened to me when I was a small kid. I have a favorite kind of picture book or something.
Oh,
This can repeat again, again, even a
okay.
video or movie. Maybe
Oh, yeah,
adults
well,
rarely can do that.
I know. I have two small children. I know. They can watch whatever. The movie Frozen, my daughter has seen 100,000 times.
I think
I can sing you the whole movie, Ken, if you'd like. Right
yeah,
now, you do it.
I think I remember the whole episode of Tom and Jerry. Yeah, repeatedly watched again, yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine. Yeah. I personally, I bet I've read Lord of the Rings at least 20 times. At least.
I see.
You know, there's some books I've definitely read over and over. Maybe some science fiction books, Isaac Asimov. Okay. Yule.
Yes.
Hey, do you ever? Well, first of all, do you like to read? Do you enjoy reading?
Yes. I really like to read. I want to become a writer actually in the future. So yes, I really love reading.
Okay. Being that you love reading, do you enjoy going to bookshops and bookstores?
Yes, I really love it. Yeah, because in bookshops you can buy newspapers as well, and I read a newspaper every day. So you can find me. You can often find me in a bookshop. Yes.
Okay, I have to ask, do you prefer the one of the big international stores like National or National Books or one of those places, or do you prefer a small little dark and dusty bookstore with used books and old books and things like that? Which do you prefer?
Definitely the last one. Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I can relate. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, I know, but why?
It's more a feeling of nostalgia. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Certainly. I certainly do.
yeah, because well, it's a lot more fun to be in a small shop where you know the people who sell the books. So that's yeah, it's more personal, I think.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Yes, indeed.
And often you can find interesting things, I think.
Yes, and well, when you know the person who sells the books, he can give you some advice about which book is yeah, a good one to read. So
Mm-hmm. Recommendations, absolutely.
yes.
Good point. We're going to get to recommendations later. You guys, I want you and everybody else to start thinking about a book that you can recommend to the class, and think about. No, I don't want you to just say I recommend ABC 1, 2, 3. I want you to give me some information. You and everyone else. It's basically what it's about. A little bit about the plot, maybe something about the author. Why? Why? Why are you recommending it? In other words. In the meantime, Ilyana, I would like to ask you a question. Ileana, did your mother or your father or grandmother, whoever, did somebody read to you when you were a child?
Yes, of course they do. My mother was director of a library, actually. So that's why a bookshop or a library is like a candy shop for me. I really like to be there. I really feel myself like I'm at home when I'm in a bookshop, just because of smell of book, smell of paper. I like to touch it. I like to see to look through books, new pictures, shelves, like all of this stuff. So yes, and yes, I would consider myself as a reader. I enjoy it really,
Obviously.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, now I usually read. Unfortunately for me, I usually read electronic books, not real, not paper books.
That was my next
it's convenient. Question. Yes, it is. Oh, sorry. Of course, it's more convenient. It's very fast. You can get whatever you want for 1 minute.
Okay. So, don't be sorry. That's very good. That shows excellent excellent perception of the flow of English conversation. If you guess the question I'm about to ask and you answer it, kudos to you. That means your skills are a certain high level. Only one mistake. I asked if somebody read to you as a child, and you said, "Of course they do." Obviously.
Okay. Yes. Because they were. Yeah. My parents, my grand.
Of course they did.
I'm sorry, I didn't answer your question.
No. You said no. You didn't. You didn't. What I'm commenting is on you use present tense. It should be, of course they did.
They did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because they did.
So, and I was going to ask since you talked about the touch and feel and smell of books, which I also enjoy. I don't like electronic books. I don't know why. I can't finish one. And on the other hand, paper, physical books, I can't not finish one. Ileana, do you ever read a book even though it's a terrible book and you finish the whole thing? Or do you just give up?
I think yes. I think I did. Yes, but it's not like OCD for me. Yes, to finish a book. So no way to live it. Yeah, it's not about me. You know, I know. Like my husband, he always finishes his book. Yes, because even if he doesn't enjoy it, so it's yeah.
Is that I'm like your husband? Is that OCD? Are we slightly?
Yeah.
We have a slight mental problem, your husband and I. Because,
maybe. I'm not sure about you, but in his, it looks like for him, it looks like OCD. So he can't sleep if he doesn't finish it. So.
Okay. In case other students don't know, you got Ileana, what is OCD? You're using an acronym, letters representing.
Yes, obsessive compulsive syndrome. It means that you something annoys you too much that you can't miss it. So you can live it.
Yeah, Mustafa's right. Disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder. Yeah, that's
disorder.
It.
Yes.
It's the D in OCD.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe. maybe.
But I'm quite early reader, so I read from my 4. So how should I say? I learned to read when I was 4. I started or
Yeah, okay. I both,
just
either one.
simple sentence. I started to read. I'm a really early reader. Early reader. Blah, blah.
Early reader.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I was when I was a kid, I could not. My parents and my grandparents. I know this is kind of unusual. They would yell at me because I read too much.
Yeah, the
You
same
know,
for me.
yeah. Go outside and play. What are you doing? You're always
Yeah.
reading. Yeah. Uh, okay. All right. Let me go back to Mustafa. Uh, okay. Mustafa, where did you first learn to read? In school, at home?
To be honest with you, teacher, I'm not that kind of reading person, but maybe my tendency toward reading book started maybe because maybe of two things. Like for English, when I want to learn English, I know like reading is a big part of improving my English language. And the second thing is like motivation and improving my skill or my view towards the life and life experience. So if I want to, when you read a book, like you experience the life on, or for you experience the life of another person, like he spent a large amount of time or a huge time to reading that book. So he put his experience in that book. So when I want to read that book, when I come to read that book, like I live another life. So this may be kind of interesting about reading book.
Okay. You spent a huge time, I think you meant writing the book. I think.
Yeah, writing book. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Really, my question was, where did you learn to read? Did your parents teach you to read? Did you learn to read in school, even in your first language, and not necessarily English? We're talking about
Okay.
reading
What
here.
kind of
Not necessarily reading English. Reading as
what
a concept.
what kind of material you mean? Like education, like of course we have to read. But
Re-
you mean like
Anything.
reading myself? You mean?
I mean the ability to read.
When exactly? When?
No, not when. Where did school teach you to read
Mhm.
primarily? I know
No.
many of it. For me,
Yeah.
I would answer that question. I learned to read both at home and at school. I
Mhm.
remember learning to write letters in school, learning to
Mhm.
write really with school, but learning to read mostly more at home.
No.
For example.
For me, no teacher, but not in school. I don't know. Like I can say teacher. Unfortunately, like I'm living maybe. I don't. I don't consider my country as a reading people, like the people in my country as a reading people. Some of them like reading, some of them no, maybe. So I face a lot of people like, and maybe they don't like to read, or maybe I was away from that idea. But when I start reading book, exactly when I start interesting in motivation and start, I want to improve my life, so I have to read. So that would
Hmm,
put me in that,
okay.
and force me to read books. So no one like teach me or something like that, but I have to read. So yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting thing you bring up there that it's not a reading country, as you put it. Yeah. As you know, I'm an American. I now live in the Philippines. If I in America, it's perfectly natural behavior for me to take a book and have my lunch and sit on a park bench and read a book while I eat my lunch. Who cares? No big deal. Americans do this every day. Very normal. When I do that here in the Philippines, if anybody actually, they look at me like I'm strange, and if I'm reading the book and I'm holding the book down, I swear to you, I'm not kidding. Probably several times, at least 5 or 6 times, this has happened. People go, "Oh, are you reading the Bible?" Like there's no other possible book I could be reading. I must be reading the Bible if I'm actually reading in a public place. Wow. not a reading country. Honestly, really, not really a reading country, not a reading culture, I would have to say. Okay, Ali, going along with
Yes,
that
yes, teacher.
idea, where are you from, Ali?
I'm originally from Iran.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Well, there you go. Uh, all right. So, all right. I was going to ask, but okay, same country. All right. Okay. All right. Do you read? You don't read English books, so you said that earlier. Okay. Did you have any favorite books as a child?
As a child, actually, I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
No?
We had some kind of comic books when I was a child. Before school and after that, I remember something about that books, but that's not clear for me. I just feel that I very like this book,
Okay.
but I can't remember.
Okay. You really liked this book. You can't use in English. Don't use very with a verb. You can't say I very run fast. You can say I really run fast. Okay, I truly run fast. But don't say very before a verb in English. It won't work ever. You can use really.
Really, I already
but not very.
said really. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Did you have any? Are there any in Iran? Are there any famous stories for children traditionally in the culture? You know, in Western
Yeah.
culture, we have fairy stories that fairy tales.
Yeah, we
Everybody
have.
knows.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some kind of stories about a person who's is a his name is Hassan, and we have lots of story about this son and his family, especially his mother and grandmother. And during this stories, author try to learn something to children about life, family, about their behavior, and we have some kind of things. Yeah.
Okay.
Very famous.
All right. The author tries to teach something to children.
Teach. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay. So these kinds of stories are maybe called parables. They're used as an example for children. I think that's what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe you're talking about fables, which fables are the types of stories, and they will include a parable, some idea that's supposed to be taught to young people, for example.
Yes. That's the second one. Yeah.
Fables. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a parable. It means it's like an example, like an analogy. So, like allegory, yeah, Ken. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Allegory, good word. Right, exactly. It's allegorical. So they, symbols or they represent something else. But yeah. Okay, that's cool. I'd love to hear one of these stories. See what they're like about Hassan and his family and his grandmother. That would be great. I love these kinds of traditional stories. Good. Alex, my Russian friend's over here. Okay, I can't ever remember her name.
Alex.
Alex, not your name. I said Alex, I can't remember her name, in Russian folklore tradition, like stories for children. What's her name? The old witch, Baba.
Baba Yaga.
Yeah, that's it. Baba Yaga. Yeah.
Russia, Baba Yaga, like
Baba Yaga.
terrible grandmother, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great stories, but quite scary.
Yeah.
I found some of those stories to be like really quite scary, actually. But I really enjoyed them. Did you grow up hearing these stories or reading these stories when you were a kid?
Sure. Yeah.
Scary. Not before bed, I hope. Okay. Did you, when you were a kid, did you have a lot of books, picture books and fairy tale books and traditional stories?
Yeah, I have a daughter 2 years,
Oh, yeah.
I read a book, Child's book. Yeah, very interesting, very interesting, funny.
Yeah. Okay. You want to teach your kid English? I can.
No.
No. No.
The first, I should study English.
Okay,
Yeah,
but when you
then
get
my
there,
daughter. Yeah.
when you get there in the future, if you do, I'm just saying, all right, you could try Dr. Seuss books. Great books for kids.
Yeah.
They're fun for parents to read, to learn English. They're rhyming books. They definitely have rhythm. I love these books because they teach English in a fun way, and also they teach things like rhythm and intonation without really being overt about it at all. You don't even realize they're doing it, but they are, for sure. He's really quite smart, this guy, Dr. Seuss. Very interesting. Anyway, if down the road, he wrote a lot of books, by the way. By the way, he was both a children's author and a pretty well-noted child psychologist at the same time. But anyway, have you ever heard of Dr. Seuss, Alex?
What?
Have you ever heard of Dr. Seuss?
I don't understand you.
Okay. He's an author, Dr. Seuss. He writes children's books. I was asking, have you ever heard of him? Have you ever heard his name before? Obviously not. That's it. Okay. No matter. Okay, let me talk to Ken for just a minute here. Excuse me, Ken. Now I don't even know if people do this anymore, but maybe you're old enough. I don't know. Did you ever join a book club?
Book club? No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Well, there's really two kinds of book clubs, actually. I could mean two different things entirely. A book club could be a book discussion club. 5 or 10 people find a book, they all read one certain book, and then they meet and discuss it and have tea and cookies. That's one kind of a book club. Another kind of a book club is commercial. You join the book club and they give you whatever, 10 books for $1, and then you have to buy 2 books a year for 3 years, something like that. It's another kind of book club.
Never. I just took literary class, and in that class I discussed the work of literature.
Okay.
And another commercial book club, I'm not interested in that because I cannot choose a book actually.
Yeah. Okay. Was it literature class? Was it Japanese literature or English literature or
Mainly
Asian literature?
American literature and British literature.
Really interesting. Okay. Well, maybe not. Maybe boring. I don't know. Was it boring?
Some classes are interesting. Some classes are pretty boring because professor
Yeah.
just post his interpretation only
Yeah.
to the students. But the other class more discussion based. We can better discuss the story.
I'm with you. Yes. So yes, I'm with you. Some can be very dry and boring. Indeed. Absolutely. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yule.
Yes.
Okay, we're getting down there in the time, so I'm gonna have to start with you because I want everyone to have a chance. Yule, what book would you recommend? Can you recommend a book to us? Tell us something about it, and
Well, I really loved reading Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith, the novel, because yeah, I am a huge movie fan, and especially Star Wars. So when I was a kid, I read that book, and I really loved it because the turn of Anakin to the dark side is better in the book than in the movie. I think so. Uh, yeah, that's just my opinion. So if you love Star Wars, because uh, that's a condition, you have to love Star Wars to read that book, then I can recommend this book. Yes.
okay, recommend this book.
Oh, recommend. Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
all right, I can recommend this book to you. Okay, is there going to be a new Star Wars movie? Is this what I heard? Did I read that?
Yes, yes.
Did I
Uh,
dream that?
no, it's true.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
at on Christmas, at Christmas, right?
Yes, at Christmas. Very good.
At, yes, I think 18 December. Then Star Wars Episode 7: The Force Awakens arrives in theaters. Yes.
Okay, very good. A new release. Oh, okay. It is true. All right. Well, that's cool. Well, thank you very
Yes.
much for that. All right. Great. Good job. Ilyana, is there a book which you could recommend to the class?
Yes, I think yes. Speaking about international book like bestsellers all over the world, I would recommend Julia Cameron. I read it, I don't know, this month, and and the name of the book is the main. It's her main book, I think. Yes, it's possible to say main. Yes, Julia Cameron, and the name of the book is The Way of the Artist. I'm not sure, but I'm translating it from Russian, but I'm not sure the original name is the same. The way, yes.
Okay.
So it's about lifestyle book. It means that it helps you to explore an artist inside of you. To find and to yeah. And no, in an artist, it doesn't mean like how to draw or something like this, but how to live a creative life, how to find how to see the art around you.
Ah, okay. Very good.
The art of life, not the art as pictures or.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. I typed it in the Verbling chat box, but I don't even know if I'm close. The Way of the Artist. Julie Cameron?
Yeah, Julia Cameron. Is
okay.
Really famous.
Related to? Is she? Is she related to James?
Yeah. No, she's American.
Right. She's not related to James Cameron, is she?
No, 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 she's not.
Okay.
Actually, she's
Another
an
famous
ex-wife. No, actually, she is an ex-wife of Martin Scorsese. So
No way. Really?
Yeah, yeah. She was his first wife. Wow.
That's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese graduated from the same university that I did.
Okay.
Mm,
She's
maybe I've met Julie.
Okay, she's the mother of their daughter. So.
Okay. I don't know what you meant when you said it's her main book.
I mean, yes. I mean, she wrote different. She wrote 10 or more books about self-development and la 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 la. But this one, the main book.
Okay. You should say her bestseller.
Yeah, yeah.
There
but
you go.
Actually, he had 3 or 4 books, and they were in bestsellers. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait. She had 3 or 4 books on the bestsellers list.
Yes. I've just wanted to say about the list.
All right, but this was her best-selling book ever.
Best of the best. Yeah.
That's how you would convey that whole thing in English. Yeah. All right. There you go. All right, fair enough. The Way of the Artist. Sounds like The Way of the Jedi or The Way of the Samurai. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I'll stop. All right, sounds interesting. Anyway, now I'm very interested because of all the strange connections. Okay. We had a new student join us. I forgot to welcome Sorkin. Sorkin?
Sorkunde.
Sorkunde. Sorkunde?
Yes, Sorkunde.
Sorkunde. Ah, that's interesting. Where are you? I like your name. Where are you from?
I'm from the north of Spain, from Pays Basque, Basque country. This name is Basque, is for us.
Ah, okay. Ah, cool. Sorkunde, we're talking about reading in books, and right now we're all recommending books. First of all, I would like you to recommend a book, but do you enjoy reading?
Yes, actually I enjoy very much reading.
Okay.
But I don't have enough time to read because we are always very busy, and we have to do all the things online because all the office works online now. But online you have to do all the things, so I have not too much time.
I feel ya. I understand. Yeah, I totally can understand that. All right, Sorkunde, is there a book that you could recommend to the class? It doesn't have to be a new book. It could be a children's book, a book you read in university, whatever. Any book. Favorite book, whatever.
I like very much 2 books from 2 Italian writers. The one is Seda, but the title is in Spanish, of course. I write now. From Barico. Barico is the author, the writer. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And another one is called with. It has a title, a very long title, is La larga vida de Mariana Ugría.
Okay.
And is from Dacia Maray. I think she writes a lot of plots from films. Script or plot. I don't know how to say. She writes too the from films. I don't know how to say guion.
Screenwriter. She's a
Ah,
screenwriter.
okay, okay, thank you. I don't know.
Okay. The Large Life of Mariana Ustrio. What?
Yes,
Is that close?
yes, yes. Is and they are not new. They have quite a lot of they has maybe because of with the books it's very difficult to have a book if it's viejo, if it's not actual, because they are not in the catalog or on the catalog.
That's a crying shame. Okay. Are these books are fiction
Yes, yes, there are novels.
novels? Okay. What's the genre? Is it just fiction novels, drama, or are they romance or detective stories or science fiction or fantasy or just?
I don't know. Seda, I think, is quite romantic, but romantic is a word with a lot of meanings. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's romantic, but it's it starts in Japan and etc. And La Larga Vida de Mariana Ucría is some is not historical, but it seems to be historical novel.
Okay. Historical fiction, we call that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I like books like that, actually. I enjoy history, but I enjoy fiction and made-up stories, so it fits for me. That's maybe a good recommendation for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Looks interesting. Mustafa,
Go ahead.
can you recommend a book for us?
As you know, teacher, like I don't like fiction book, but maybe I like it only in case I want to improve my English. So I would like to recommend like NLP book, one of NLP book maybe, NLP like neuro linguistic program and NLP. Have you heard about it?
No.
This
You've lost me.
NLP is neuro-linguistic program, and I think it's very interesting, like the science, and it's very interesting when you know when down on you, like you do something or some issue in your life unconsciously, but it's and when you read this like the science, you realize a lot of things like maybe a representative system in our human and we are human as a human like representative like some people maybe talking so fast and other people talking slow and each one has system like related to him. So when you read about this science, so you can know how to communicate with some people uh, also like in meeting it can make a lot of sense, a lot of thing will make more sense after you read about NLP, and this is like huge science, and I recommend. I recommend
Okay.
it for you.
So it's not a book, it's just a subject, a topic.
It's a subject. It's a subject, but yeah, it has a lot of book on it. Some books called NLP book.
Really? Okay. All right. And what is it again?
Yeah,
Neuro-linguistic
a program.
program. It's not.
You know,
It's
linguistic
okay.
program.
It's about humans, not computers.
It's about it's about humans, yeah. You know,
Okay.
like
Just
yeah.
checking.
Even detective, you know, teacher. Like sometimes the detective, like some if they wanna like question some someone, like some criminal, like maybe he's lying. So if you know some technique of NLP, you can know this person is lying or not from his eyes
Okay.
movement, from his eyes movement. So if it's
Oh, okay.
to this direction, so it means something like that. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's
that kind of thing.
oh that okay, I see now. All right. Yeah, yeah, I was a little bit lost. Okay, yeah, always good if you're trying to explain something complicated to give an example. All right, so understanding and defining body language is part of it. Okay, that
Yeah,
helps.
exactly, exactly.
Okay, thank you. That helps. Okay, because otherwise I was a little lost. Uh, okay, Alex,
Yeah.
do you have a book that you could recommend to the class?
I would like to recommend a book author Timothy Ferris. He is a famous writer, and book name is The 4 Hours for Week, about escape office and life anywhere and join the new rich. Very interesting book. I recommend it.
Okay. All right. One more time. What's it called again?
Name book The 4 Hour for Week.
The Fourth Hour.
Yeah, 4 hour for work week.
4 hour
Work
work.
week.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
a 4 hour work week.
Yeah.
Got it.
How work only 4 hours on week and be happy. Yeah, rich and be happy. Yeah.
I can do 2 hours. I'd
Yeah.
be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And like NLP too, Mustafa said about it. Very interesting books. Yeah, NLP changed my life. Yeah,
Really? Okay.
yeah.
Interesting. So you understand. You knew what he was talking about better than I did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ken, are you? Thank you for that. All right.
Thank
4 hour
you.
work week.
Thank
I
you.
got it. Ken, are you there? Ken, have you returned, Ken? Yet? Okay. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'll go back to Yule, rather, I guess.
Yes, Yule, yes.
Yule. All right. Okay, Yule. You said you wanted to be a writer
Yes.
someday. You'd like to be. You aspire to be. What are you doing to make that happen? Is there anything you're doing? Are you taking classes or do you
Well,
write?
I am studying journalism at the moment, so I am
Okay.
busy with writing, but well, as a journalist, you write articles and no books. So, but well, I am busy with writing, and so I am studying. But near to that, I am busy with a book. So, and I'm
You
following
are.
workshops to improve my writing. So yes, I really want to become a writer. So I am hoping that it will happen in the future. Yes.
That's very, very cool, and I wish you the best of luck. I hope
Yeah.
to be reading your writing in a few years. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. First I'm going to write in Dutch, and I hope that I can write in English in the future. So that's because I'm here to improve my English.
Okay. Very good. That's very cool. And I wish you the best of luck. The main thing is if you're going to write what writers need to do, what I've heard is writers need to write first and
Yes.
foremost. Yeah. I've had dreams about being a writer. I've had ideas and written outlines, but I just don't write. I don't make time to actually write. I'm always working, busy doing things, and I don't make time to write. And
Well,
so I don't know if I would.
if you get up out of bed 2 hours earlier every day, then you have the time to write.
Yeah, then I will fall asleep 2 hours earlier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, pleasure talking to you. Thank you
Yes.
very much, and thank you everyone for your help in the conversation.
Thank you.
My time is about up, so I'll see you